Hello everyone, welcome to today's tutorial. Today's tutorial is going to be dedicated to one of my viewers. Um, this person actually sent me private message that she wanted to know how to use the twin machine. One of the videos that I actually used my machine to demonstrate some lessons, she saw my sewing machine. And then she said, we have the same machine, and she really wanted to know how to use the twin machine. The machine that we are talking about, the sewing machine, is called Brother. If you can see, my machine is called Brother Universe 150 Special Edition. So your machine, I don't really know if it is a special edition or not, but she mentioned it's the same type of machine. So that is why I really want to treat that today, how to use the twin machine. And as well, you will only not use it to sew edges, but you will use it to make some decorative stitches in your clothes. Okay, so now let me just tell you briefly what the machine does. Well, if you look at here now, if you can see very well, you can see these are all the design that I can do with my machine. But let me just show you closer, because this is the one I actually put the stickers here, because if I'm using the machine, it depends on what I'm doing. If I want to use the twin needles, I will not close it up, I will open it. But when I'm not using the twin needle, then I will just close it up and I will be sewing my stuff. So I do that often in order to prevent dust on my surface of the sewing machine. So that's why I do that. And they just an extra that comes with it. I could just close my machine and put it there, then I can see the design I want to use. So either the way I open it, I close it, I can see the design that I really wanted to use. And you can see all these numbers, those are the numbers that actually that comes with your pressure foot. Like for instance, let me show you what I mean. Like this needle, this one is N. I mean this pressure foot, it is labeled N. So with this N, then you will now look for a letter that is N, this one, 21, number 21, and then that design is what you go to install in your machine. You can just use the number here, just put it here, then you will see automatically it will install. Then you will just go and do your design. So this is what the machine does. And so let me just show you step by step, because sometimes you follow the instruction actually on how they show you that you should use your twin needle. Those instructions sometimes doesn't really work. You just really get frustrated. So let's go straight away to the demonstration of this course. So now, if you really want to, like my machine comes with this. This is it. This is the extra I have, and then I can just place my thread on it. I close it up, and then I will put it. You can see this, and I will just put it with where you use for your bobbin, because if you want to wind your bobbin, normally you will put it here and do your bobbin winding. But that is what this tool is for me. So I can just do it like this, keep it. Want to use it, I'll take it like this, put the threads on it, then you put it in your bobbin where you normally put your bobbin. Okay, so now that one is set. So when you want to thread your needle, actually this is what goes. You should remember, first of all, do not use your automatic needle threading, because you know, if you use one needle, you can just thread it, and at the end you use that automatically the automatic thread slotting into your needle. I really love that function in this machine, because sometimes the machine you are using, smaller machine, is so difficult to put your thread on it, something like that. But then I have this machine. I just thread my needles, whatever it is, I just slot it in chuck, and it goes in. And so I'm really so delighted with the machine. But when you are working with twin needle, you do not do that. If you do that, your machine can get spoiled or your needle get broken. So you don't do that at all. What you do is just to thread your needle yourself. And in order for you to enable to thread your needle, what you do is, like when you have a plant, I'm always, sometimes we got some flowers, other type of things. So what I do is, I just, for instance, if this is my, I don't have a plant here now. For example, if this is my plant, what I do is that I don't cut it like this straight. I kind of cut it, slant it when I'm cutting. I just slant it, and I slant all the plants or the flowers. Then I put it in my vase with water and with a little bit of sugar, and that will actually last for a long time for me. Instead of 1 week, could be 2 weeks or 3 weeks. But however, we are not talking about flowers right now. We're talking about threading sewing machine. So when you actually cut your thread like that, it will be easy. It will be easy to put it in your needle. So you can try that. You can just try that. So if you think you don't have problem of threading your needle, you can just forget about what I was saying. Anyway, that's what worked for me, and I continue to do that. So now, when you put your needle, the first thing you do is that normally with this very one is the main thread that you normally use to sew. You just put it like this. It's very simple. You just thread like that, and then you put it in the left hand side needle, because now you have twin needle. You put it at the left side of the needle, and then with this second one that you thread, you just thread it in the same area that you went to, and then you put it in your right hand side of the needle. That is how to thread it. So if you thread it the other way around, it will not work. But when you thread it like this, it will definitely work for you. So what you do, you just put your pestle down, and then if you can see my machine very well, you can see this has zigzag, has straight line, has also button a light for the sign of making buttonholes. So actually, this button is okay, and then you don't have to do anything with here, because here is just to adjust the stitches, but don't do anything there. Just leave it the way you want. Don't press anything. But if you press button, the light will goes on, but don't do that, because if you do that, it will not work. All you have to do is to press this one, because this is twin needle. Okay, so what you need to do now is to just start sewing. Then the next thing you do is to press this button here, is to actually put your needle down. But it doesn't really matter if you are using 1 needle or 2 needle, automatically it goes down. So as you can see, so then when you do that, then you can start sewing. Just sew. Let's see now what we'll get. Okay, so I can also do like this. Just go back and front for the revise, and then when you're done, you just press your needle like this, and it goes up. You can see. Okay, so some of the brother machine has scissors function, but mine don't. I just click it like that. That is how I cut mine. So you can see. Let me show you. So you can actually see now. You can see closer. I hope you see what I did. So this is a twin needle, and then you can see the back. See? So this is just goes in together. So of course, when you are, this one is just for demonstration purposes. So when you are sewing, you can just use a thread that is really the color matches with your fabric, or you can do decorative stitch. You can use other color as well. So this is how to use the twin needle. But now I'm just going to show you something else that you can use the twin needle to make a decorative stitch, like if you want to do jeans, or you want to design your shirt, your sleeve, something like that. So you can use decorative stitch. So let me show you now what we're going to do. Okay, as you can just see in my diagram here, you can see I have different set of design. So for the fact that I still have my presser foot on J, so that J I'm going to use, I'm going to do J23. I'm going to do 23. So the way I will do it now is I already have everything being threaded out. I will just go to my machine. I'll put 23. I will use this button to, you see, this is exactly what I wanted to explain to you earlier. So if you, since now you finish your the stitching you did, but now you want to go into decorative stitch. So what you do now is this twin needle button, you just press it out. If you press it out, of course, if you press it out, then it will work fine. But if you don't, like now, I try to install another number on my design that I want to do, and then it did not work. It just said error. So that is it. So if you want to do decorative stitch, you want to adjust your number, then you must off the twin needle function. Because right now, when I did it earlier, I did not, I just did the straight twin sewing. That's what I did. So I use this function, the twin needle function. But when I want to, because here I did not install anything, I just put it on 00. But then if you want to do other decorative stitches, you just said just now it was an error. So therefore you must not use this twin needle function. Just off it, then you go on 00, and then you just what we want to do just now was like 22, was 22 or 23. Okay, so you just do like this, and then that's 23. Okay, so now 23, you install the number 23, and then the presser foot is still the same. And so what you have to do is just to sew your stitch, then you put it down, put your needle down. One thing with these machines is when you did something wrong, it will show as an error. Then you check it out. It's not something, all this computerized sewing machine is not something to be afraid of. We just tell you an error, then you just take care of it. So right now, let us start sewing. We did not use any other function. We just leave it like that. So let's see. Okay. Alright. So when you want to slow down, all you do is just press this reverse button, as you can see, and it slow down and it stop. And then you press your needle button to release, and you can see. Alright. So let's cut it off. Let's see. You can see our stitches, how beautiful it is. See, it's very beautiful, really. So this is 23 that we did. You see, you can use this one as a decorative stitch. Okay. So now let's do something else again. So with the same J, I'm going to use. Let me put it on 28. So let's do 28. This is the one 28. So let's do that. So all I have to do just to install the number here. 28. All right. So now I put my pressure foot down, my needle, I release it down. Then the next thing just start sewing. You see? It's so simple. Okay. So let's see what we just did. Wow, it is really beautiful. As you can see, it's beautiful. See? So this is a beautiful decoration you can do with your project. Yeah, you use a twin needle. You can see how beautiful it is. So another one more thing I just wanted to show you guys is now we're going to remove. First of all, let me show you something. If you really wanted to, if you are busy with your project and your needle somehow got broken, maybe got broken with on your process sewing, all what you do, remove your work, just put a fabric here as it is like this, put your presser foot down, then you remove your needle. Because if you don't do that, the little needle that got broken can go inside your sewing machine and it will be disaster for you to remove it. Trust me, I went through that. I experienced that. My sewing machine, I was just busy and then the needle got broken and I just lose it, just start removing it, and then the needle fell inside here. We did all we could. My husband took a coin. My husband even loosed here. We couldn't find this small tiny needle. So it was something. And then we went to the store where I bought this sewing machine. And then, oh my goodness, it was a lot of something. Another thing what happened was that when I bought this machine, I was so excited. Also, all the needles or the thread that I have at home, I actually use it on it. Not knowing that this machine is different, something else. So I needed to really buy really quality thread to use with my sewing machine. So, because when I was using those thread on my sewing machine, it would be breaking often. The thread break often. I don't know why. And so, because of that, then there were a lot of small particles of thread in my sewing machine. And I did not even see them because I can see inside. So, when I took it to the dealer where I bought the machine, this guy opened it and saw all this junk inside my sewing machine. And this was just like a couple of months old when I bought the machine. So, and then the guy told me, you know what? I'm going to charge you for this because it's not our fault. The machine got spoiled or anything happened to the machine. It's your fault. So I will charge you. But anyway, I paid a little money, but I didn't mind because it was not that expensive. But that is an advantage actually when you buy your sewing machine in your local store and then or anywhere that you can easily drive and take your machine there for them to fix for you. Because if you buy your sewing machine from maybe the workshop, AliExpress, or the Amazon, you can buy those things there. But when you something spoil and you need your machine in emergency, how will you go to this web shop? You don't even know where they are. So it is advisable you go to your local store and buy your sewing machine there, and they can easily help you when you have a problem. Okay, so that is that. Please do not make the mistake that I made. It is very, very painful for your pocket and also for your heart, though. So the next thing we're going to do now is to use another presser foot. I have one here that I'm going to use. I have N. I have number N that I'm going to use. So let me show you what you can do with N. So you can see N, you can have number 21. Hope you can see what I'm showing. You can have number 21, and then you can have this one, number 30, 31, 32, 33. So let's just do something. Let's start with 21 first. So we're going to change our presser foot and do 21. Okay. All right, so this is how I change my presser foot. I hope you can see what I'm doing. I just press the button right here. I just press it up. I do like this, and it's out. See, very simple. And I will take my other presser foot. I just slot it in like this. Okay, and it's there. Very simple, simple as that. Okay. So one thing I want to actually tell you guys that when you have a brother machine, it doesn't really matter which type, which brand, which types you have. It could be brother anyway, so 700 or 450, whatever it is. But all the accessories that we will buy, once it says brother, it can actually fit all brother machine. Even sometimes the brother machine can as well fit like a single machine or things like that. So you can buy a lot of accessories that you can actually use. Okay. So I have installed the other one. So now I will just install 21. Let me just see again. Yes, it's 21. So I'll just use this button to go down. Your installing machine or install function can be different, but mine is just so simple like this. So I do 21, and then remember, do not press any other thing, because with this already, this button function is on. That is for everything. So what you have to do is to press your needle down. Okay, all right. So we're going to start sewing. Okay. Remember, just press the reverse button. It will slow it down. And automatically will stop. Then you just press your needle release. You can see. Alright. So let's see what we have done so far. You see? This is what we did. You see how beautiful it is. You see? It's very beautiful. So you can do your sleeve edges like this. So it's really nice. So at the back, you can see it went beautifully. Okay, so we will do another design. Let me just see. Okay, the next design that I would really love to do, let me do 32. Let me do 32. Then you see how it is. Okay. All right. So don't press anything. Just put your needle down. So we'll start our sewing. Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. So if you want to stop now, what you have to do, just to press the reverse button, you see, and it stops. So you release your needle and you just cut your stuff. So as you can see, beautiful. It's really very beautiful, you see? So it's beautiful. Okay. So that is what you can do. Let me do one more design with N. I want to really do one more design that, let's see, we could do like leaf, which is 62. Go down. Okay, that's 62. Okay, and that's what you do. Put it down again. So let's do that. Put your needle down. Okay, and you start. Oh, it is really beautiful. Okay. This is really look good. Beautiful. Okay. So now I want to stop. You press the reverse button. Now it's there. So you release your body. Then you release. Okay. Now you see. Whoa, this is really beautiful. You see? This is a twin something. It looks good though. Yeah. It look nice. But if you see, it's double leaves there. But with the designs, you can always use a single needle. But if you use single needle, you have to remember, then your designs will be single design. But if you use the twin needle, your design will be double design. So as you can see, my dear, you can use your twin needle to do a lot of things. You can use it to hem your shirt or your sweater. If you are making something, you can just fold it and use the twin needle to do the hemming. And then with decorative sleeves under your garment, wherever you want to do, you can still use the twin needle to do the decoration. You see, so using the twin needle and this computer sewing machine is not something that you have to be afraid of. It is very, very simple and easy. See, so there are so many functions you can do. Your brother machine can be different than mine, but the person that has this type of machine can easily follow the instruction that I just explained. So this is a special edition. So you see, if you have this, you can follow up what I just did. There is this machine is so well organized that I don't have to have too much stress with it. But with instruction, I can't seem to use the twin needle. But like this, I was able to use my twin needle. As you can see, you have different functions. You can change your pesta foot and you do the design that you actually wanted to do. So that is it. So from time to time, I will be showing you something else. So if you have any question again on how you can use certain tools in your machine, just let me know. I will demonstrate that for you. So this is the end of this tutorial. So I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you able to follow up and understand what I try to explain how my sewing machine works, and I hope it will also work for you. And so you just go ahead and practice your machine. Practice, make perfect. Don't be afraid of your machine. You just install it the way you normally do it, the way you sew, and then with the thread, just the way, so simple as that. Just do it and you sew. So I could say, practice make perfect, and happy sewing. Try to see what you can do with your sewing machine and your decorative stitch. So I wish you all a very, very good day and enjoy your day. Okay, for now, for me, it's goodbye.